I may say up and book, right? I know you know say that way they up and book. Blessed Saturday to everybody, man. How y'all doing? Y'all great? Y'all good? Gotta say good night, good night, good night. Good night. Good night, my darling. What's wrong? What's the matter? Who did it? Okay. Get your phone. Where one? Okay. Big up everybody in the building, man. How you guys doing, man? Welcome down to the next edition of Fire Feeling Clips TV. It is the real talk reasoning show. Yeah. See what's going on. Everybody up in the building, everybody good and everybody all right. Today we're gonna be doing something different. Yeah, man, they got a big scene went down whereby I don't know if you guys know about Gucci Mane and this whole situation with Pooh Shiesty. Yeah. So we're gonna definitely go through some stuff in America. So we're not gonna be doing nothing in Guyana tonight. We're jumping out to we come out to we zone and definitely dealing over Yasso. You see me? So big up everybody in the building. Onika, big up Shelly. How you doing? Hope you guys are okay. Hope you guys are all right. You see me? Yeah, peeps. You don't know the thing go already. We in the building, everything art, everything plug in, and everything mooch upon the end. So you don't know it goes already, man. Everything all right. Hope you guys having a fantastic evening. Yeah, I don't know the thing go over here already. You see me? Yeah, man. So we got everybody that definitely tune in, put the ones and threes and fours. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. As you guys could hear the co-host. Don't know if she that part right now. But nevertheless, man, big up everybody who got 17 persons in the building. Happy Saturday to everybody. I don't know if rain still falling, Guyana or what. But bye. Big up everybody that definitely tune in on the ones and threes, man. I don't know we're doing it over here tonight. Different settings tonight. All right? So like I said, guys, for those persons who don't know what's going on, Gucci Mane was robbed by one of his artists that was signed to him, sorry. The artist go by the name of Pooh Shiesty. Now, this artist was in prison. I can't remember direct what he went in prison for, but it's something bad. Wherever the case, the people them decide to see what going on. Lee walk. Now this man end up walking, and when this man walk, like he came out with a motive like, yo, all right, I shine to Gucci man, and you know, I think I need to come off of this label. Now, as big men or big man, before they sit down, this youth man now, he's a youth man. Remember now, in America, most of these gangster rappers and all these things, these banner them is banners that is dep on gangster thing, you know? Murder and all these things. Cause we see what them is put, we see that they put their murders and all the crimes inside their songs. So that's to show that a lot of these guys are totally fucking crazy. Right? These man of them, this is showing these man of them totally crazy. Okay, somebody said no rain, but it's cold on the outside. All right, well, big up everybody in Guyana. At least I don't know. I know if they got party who gone out to it's Easter Saturday, say I don't know. We supposed to get some rain tomorrow. We had some rain earlier, but yeah, you know, he was to get some rain. Them said some rain gonna fall tomorrow, but I don't think it's all of it because Atlanta, Georgia so big. One time rain could fall in East, and then the next time, uh, next time you see you could drive out to one area and you end up in the next area and no rain ain't falling. You know what I mean? Like rain could fall in Coverton and when you reach Latonia, no rain ain't falling. That's so crazy. No lie. You understand? But anyway, like I was saying, right? Well, on the people, sorry about that. Somebody say rain all no fire. High and low squanties. Well, I'm sorry bad for y'all back home there, boy. I tell you, boy. I really sorry. You know what I mean? On a real life level. Yeah. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, guys, like I told you guys already, man. Now, what going on was this banner that was signed to this to Gucci boss. It's crazy. Excuse me that in the background. No, like people say that, oh, you know what I mean? But as before they deal with things as like big men, you know what I mean? This youth man over here, this will show you how these banners here ain't good. But let me jump straight into the news bulletin as we go through for a piece. I mean, see we can touch you there for 2 hours. You understand? All right. Top of the night on Wednesday. All right. All right.
Including Memphis rappers Pooh, Shiesty and Big 30, are facing federal charges for allegedly kidnapping and...
All right, let me give you something, because you could see on the screen, it said Pooh Shiesty arrested on federal charges. Now, this is a son and a father went to do this. Now, like I said, I'm going to give you some context. The rapper named Pooh Shiesty was signed to Gucci Mane. He was in prison, don't know what happened, but when he came out, he wanted to come off of the record label. Now, in order to come off of the record label, I don't know what happened or what had to go down, but instead of reasoning it as men to men, they gone for rob this man and all that. Listen.
Robbing rapper Gucci Mane. This comes just one day after Fox 13 broke the story about a raid at a Cordoba home that belongs to Pooh Shiesty's dad.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Listen, I wanted to make this announcement on 10/17 yesterday, but I just seen like my statement, my P&L with all my artists. You know, it's almost like a whole bunch of shake-up and it's a whole shit show in the industry right now, but when I look at my P&L and me being a businessman, I think that I'm gonna have to release almost all my artists, except for Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano. This is a decision I didn't want to make. I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? I could keep all of them under the contract. But I said, hey, fuck it. Let's just make the unselfish decision and, let them take their talents elsewhere. So today, you know what I'm saying, I already reached out to all of my artists, you know what I'm saying, to their lawyers and whatever, and let them know that they're free to take their talents elsewhere. And I'm still looking for new talent to pair up with, you know what I'm saying, Pooh and Foo, and that's where I'm gonna put my focus, and I just wish them the best, and I just wanna let everybody know that, cause hey.
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm gonna start with this loop that I made here.
That's where we at.
5 months. That's all it took. 5 months out of federal prison, and the FBI is already kicking down the door of Pooh Shiesty's family home. Flashbangs going off at 6 in the morning.
No, you guys, you see? Let me go back to what Gucci Man saying there. Because basically what I get is a Gucci Man was ready to give this man his freedom. It's right, man. Straight.
To Pooh Shiesty's dad.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Listen, I wanted to make this announcement on 10/17 yesterday, but I just seen like my statement, my P&L with all my artists. You know, it's almost like a whole bunch of shake-up and it's a whole shit show in the industry right now. But when I look at my P&L and me being a businessman, I think that I'm gonna have to release almost all my...
Yeah, Shiesty, this is what they say, and this is what everybody they're saying. This is the most dumbest thing anybody could do, bro. Imagine you got an ankle brace or you're on the house arrest. And this worstest thing about it, he traveled to another state to do this. You understand? I think Gucci Man is in Memphis. It's right, man. I think he traveled from Brooklyn, or I'm not too sure, but he traveled to our next state, and you guys know how does really work. You guys know how that shit work, bro. That shit is crazy. Anytime you travel state to state doing any crime, that shit is crazy. You know what I mean? So, the move a Pooh Shiesty make there is bullet. Full bullet, bro. You understand? Real dumb. Yeah.
Artists, except for Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano. This is a decision I didn't want to make. I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? I could keep all of them under the contract. But I said, hey, fuck it. Let's just make the unselfish decision and for Shiesty and Fujiano. This is a decision I didn't want to make. I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? I could keep all of them under the contract. But I said, hey, fuck it. Let's just make the unselfish decision and, let them take their talents elsewhere. So today, you know what I'm saying, I already reached out to all of my artists, you know what I'm saying, to their lawyers and whatever, and let them know that they're free to take their talents elsewhere. And I'm still looking for new talent to pair up with, you know what I'm saying, Pooh and Fu, and that's where I'm gonna put my focus, and I just wish them the best. And I just wanna let everybody know that, cause hey, that's where we at.
5 months. That's all it took. 5 months out of federal prison, and the FBI is already kicking down the door of Pooh Shiesty's family home. Flashbangs going off at 6 in the morning. Federal agents swarming the property. Neighbors hearing explosions louder than shotguns. A search and arrest warrant being executed simultaneously. This is not a wellness check. This is not a routine visit. The FBI went to a federal judge, presented evidence, obtained authorization for both a search and an arrest, and descended on a Memphis suburb before the sun was fully up.
This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters.
Yes, right, man. Imagine his father. Now what we're hearing is that his father didn't even know he was going to rob this man. Because, okay, as you guys could see, right? As you guys could hear, sorry. His father didn't even know he was going and rob this man. Because when I first heard the news and I hear his father was in it with him, I was like, this a slack father. You just come out of prison, bro. Just come out of prison, Father God. And you see this is the same thing what he's talking about people by. Father God is spare people life. And people, like some man is just want live in the world, their body. Now we know prison even make for dog them and say, you get a second chance, bro. A second chance you get for those. And this is the thing I know. I don't know what's going on with these banners in America, these gangster banners. We call themselves gangsters. Any gangster I being is a gangster showing people that I taking care of me family. I show them as a gangster, they were upon paper, they're upon unity, they're upon billion. I know gangster going and rob people and kill people and them thing for getting name as a gang. They got ways in being gangster. They got the positive side and they got the negative side in everything that you're doing. You understand? You just come out of jail, that's 5 months. You drive to the next state for do this. Bye, yo.
Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release.
Yo, big up Malcolm in the chat. Malcolm said that told Mick Mills said it. Getting your family out of the mud is the real gangster. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Right now, I got a big debate in America between this streets thing. Banner was saying it from the streets, and they're all about the streets. Yo, that shit is whack.
From the recording contract at...
We're doing it different, so a lot of persons, with us letting you know we're dealing with it different. This is a big situation whereby Gucci Mane, a popular rapper, was robbed.
Gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches.
Excuse me, sir, how old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for...
Jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness.
Pooh Shiesty just got his freedom back in October 2025.
And new at 6, Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty is out of federal prison. Court records show the Memphis native, whose real name is Lontrell Williams Jr., was released from a Pennsylvania facility after serving time for a gun charge in Florida. Williams was sentenced in 2022 to just over 5 years for conspiring to possess firearms tied to drug trafficking and violent crimes. His attorney confirmed the release, saying he's eager to return to the studio and make new music.
He just had his first Billboard Hot 100 hit since getting out. He was just named Hip Hop Rookie of the Month, and now this. Let's break down everything we know. Wednesday morning, April 1st, 2026, Cordova, Tennessee, a quiet Memphis suburb, Beaver Valley Lane. FBI agents executed a federal court-authorized search and arrest warrant on a residential property. According to Fox 13, Memphis and Action News 5.
We're still working to learn the specifics in this house raid that took place here at this home in Cordova. We do know that according to the Shelby County Assessor's Office, that this home is registered to Lontrell Williams. Now, Lontrell Williams, that is the father of Pooh Shiesty, who also has the name Lontrell Williams Jr. Now, as for the specifics into this investigation, we're still working that out. We have learned that that this was an official warrant that was issued for this home, a search warrant for this home. Those FBI agents, TBI agents, came to this neighborhood about 5:30 or so. People who live in this neighborhood told us that they heard flashbangs, and they also heard the shouting from the FBI agents, TBI agents, telling whoever inside of the home to come out with their hands up. Again, this happened about 5:30 or so this morning.
Action News 5 looked at the property records that indicate the homeowner is Lontrell Williams Sr., the same name as Pooh Shiesty's father. Action News 5 did speak to a nearby resident who recalled the moments the FBI arrived.
When I first came out and looked, I only saw one car by that stop sign and 2 guys just standing there. The car had its headlights on, but as I said, There weren't a lot of flashers or anything like that.
Federal agents were seen going in and out of the property for hours after the initial entry. TMZ confirmed the FBI was executing both a search warrant and an arrest warrant.
As we previously reported, Pooh Shiesty was arrested Wednesday by FBI in Dallas. Family home in Memphis was also raided, and his father was arrested as well.
Those are two separate authorizations from a federal judge. A search warrant means they believe evidence of a crime is inside the home. An arrest warrant means they believe a specific individual committed a crime and needs to be taken into custody. The home is located in Cordova, a suburb east of Memphis. Property records from the Shelby County Assessor's Office show it's registered under the name Lontrell Williams. That's significant because Lontrell Williams is both Pooh Shiesty's legal name and his father's name. Lontrell Donnell Williams Jr. is the rapper. Lontrell Williams Sr. is his father. Same name on the deed. The property is a 4-bedroom, 3.5-bathroom home that was purchased in April 2023 for $656,500. It was originally listed at $719,000. As of right now, the FBI has not disclosed who the arrest warrant was for. They have not confirmed any arrests. They have not revealed what prompted the raid or what investigation is connected to. Complete silence from federal authorities beyond confirming the warrants were executed. Here's where it gets complicated. According to the Federal Bureau of Prisons website, Pooh Shiesty was moved to a residential reentry facility in Dallas after his release from federal prison in October 2025. He's scheduled to remain in that program until April 11th, 2026.
That's crazy. You understand? Malcolm, big up yourself in the chat. Malcolm said that I always admire Gucci Mane and McMill's story. We know you can know what's going on beyond that, but them niggas be true the storm. And since Gucci been in and came out the cage, he's, yeah man, staying focused, staying free and staying focused. So when I hear this news going around, I am still trying to get a hold of it. The same thing, yes. Yes, bro, because it's weird, bro. It's weird. Now you guys heard when we just now start the video, Gucci Mane said that he know that some artists them wanna go free. They wanna come off of the label. So he was gonna give them. Yeah? You made a mess, you don't like it? Okay, it's cool. And try it again later. Yeah. Inside, man. Gucci just now said he was going to give everybody their freedom. This is what the man CC done link them. He done link the lawyers and everything and say, yo, we gonna get y'all have the contract so y'all could carry your talent out of the way. So it's not like if Gucci was holding from releasing the artists them that wanted to be released. Because you know when you sign a contract is pertaining to a time, whether it's a 5 year, 6 year, whatever it's lifetime, where contract is pen and paper. You understand? So this could go right instead of going left, Malcolm. Real thing, bro. But you see these youth man, them body. That's why right now, he old man, you hear right now, he old man snitching on he. Because the old man didn't know that this we he going and do, he tell the old man something else. You said, man. Real thing, bro. Big up same speed for you. Yeah, man.
10 days from now. A residential reentry program typically restricts your travel. You're not supposed to be leaving the state. You're in a structured environment designed.
Aye, rewind. All right.
11th, 2026. That's 10 days from now. A residential reentry program typically restricts your travel. You're not supposed to be leaving the state. You're in a structured environment designed to transition you back into society. So in theory, Pooh Shiesty should be in Dallas right now, not Memphis. But
all right. It's not Brooklyn, it's Dallas you ain't live in. See, he drove all the way from Dallas. Come remember, you can't go on no plane with an ankle brace upon your foot on house arrest. You can't go on no plane. You know, for go out the country or state to state. So he leave Dallas and go straight to Memphis. And you know, there's problem. This is what this man trying to say.
Back into society. So in theory, Pooh Shiesty should be in Dallas right now, not Memphis. But here's the problem. Since his release, Pooh has been posting on social media showing himself out and about. He's been posting pictures with large stacks of cash. And earlier this month, he shared a video of
Meet Devoto AI, the photo editing software that everyone
That is why I hate this playing from YouTube, boy.
is talking about.
himself purchasing a brand new Mercedes at a dealership in Collierville, Tennessee.
Where the keys at, too? Yeah. Pooh Shiesty, Pooh Shiesty. Emerald, 1 of 25. 322, don't play with it. Just spent $500,000 with us. This ain't the only thing he bought. Check it out. House on wheels. Big house on wheels. Doing it big.
Collierville is about a 20-minute drive from the Cordova property that was raided this morning. So either Shiesty has been traveling to Memphis while technically assigned to a Dallas reentry facility, which could itself be a violation of its release conditions, or the raid is targeting someone else connected to the property, potentially his father or associates. Nobody knows for sure, and the FBI isn't talking. To understand why this raid is so terrifying for Pooh Shiesty's career and freedom, you have to understand how he got locked up in the first place. In July 2020, Pooh Shiesty was involved in a shooting at a hotel in Florida. A man was shot during the incident.
Police and prosecutors say Pooh Shiesty was part of the group that ended up in this parking lot that October afternoon where the shots flew, and it happened right across the street from the police department and town hall here in Bay Harbor Islands, and days before an arrest.
This will show you them youth, man, ain't got no sense. The police, they're right there. The police, I tell you.
The town of Bay Harbor Islands says you're wanted for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. He's also charged with armed robbery. Bay Harbor police names one other for aggravated battery in their affidavit, saying the two left the state in a private jet. Police also using these Instagram photos, showing Shiesty with an assault-style rifle and cash as part of their case.
Jacka set up one of them by. Everything them man is carried to social media. If them man shit, them man carry to social media by. Them niggas be bugging, bro. I don't know why everything them man like post on social is a blood clot this. Jaja.
That alone would have been serious, but it didn't stop there. He was also inside a vehicle in Memphis when another occupant discharged a firearm at a gas station. Then, in a separate incident, a member of his entourage pulled out a weapon and assaulted 2 victims in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida, during what was supposed to be a transaction for marijuana, cocaine, and sneakers. On top of all of that, he was accused of assaulting someone with a firearm at a Miami strip club in 2021. The feds stacked these incidents together into a federal firearms conspiracy case. Pooh was facing a possible life sentence. Life. To avoid that, he pleaded guilty in January 2022 to conspiracy to possess firearms in furtherance of crimes of violence and drug trafficking. Prosecutors dropped 3 charges as part of the deal, including the gun charge that carried the life sentence. He was sentenced to 63 months, 5 years and 3 months in federal prison. He was ordered to pay $156,000 in restitution to the victims. He was sent to a high-security federal prison in Pennsylvania. He served just over 3 years before being released in October 2025. When Pooh Shiesty walked out of prison, he had the world in front of him. He told Billboard that getting his freedom back felt incredible. He said knowing he came back without a scratch on him, seeing the sky with nothing blocked around him, no walls, no cages, no locked doors, felt good. He said he had the fantasy experience that people in prison wish for, and he backed it up.
Feeling good, man. I'm feeling like, a lot of mixed feelings. Happy, same time, like excited, it's a couple of different mixed feelings. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of pressure, but same time, like, it's a lot of like anticipation for real, MDO, like, I had to come with this particular song because of like the message, it fit like around a back type of vibe, you know what I'm saying?
But still go and do what they're doing. So let it make sense. Like, what the fuck really you saying? What the fuck really you saying? You're preaching positiveness here, so. You tell that to people, yo. Why man come no meds by them in hole and them ban a wild body.
Thought process on it, like, I really was getting it together as I was in there doing my time, but I couldn't finish it because I'm getting new experiences and I'm going through new things. And so I wrapped it up first day in the studio with everything, the whole coming home experience, and I couldn't rap in the song on how my welcome was when I came home. Yeah, I couldn't put it in there. So I did it when I came home and everything just hit me and it came out perfect.
He became Billboard's first ever hip-hop Rookie of the Month. His track FDO peaked at number 12 on the Hot 1.
Yo, the man come out and things happening for the man. The man drop a tune going on, number 12 on the spot. Here we get Rookie of the Month. Cause just coming out of jail too and finding a hit song. Nice. Now you just gonna continue doing what you're doing, bro? You gonna continue doing what you're doing? No. Look the move you going to make. Now, you facing more time in prison now than you ever did. It might be life in prison. You see me? Fucking ass bye.
100 in January 2026. He told Billboard he was just getting started when he got locked up, that he'd only been rapping for about a year total before prison, and that the version of himself coming out was completely different from the one that went in. Signed to Gucci.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Maine's 1017 records. Pooh was positioned for one of the biggest comeback stories in recent rap history. A young artist, only 26 years old, who went to prison at the peak of his breakout moment and came back with the talent and the hunger to pick up right where he left off. And now, 5 months into that comeback, the FBI is at his family's door with flashbangs. Let's talk about the possibilities, because this situation has multiple layers and none of them are good. Possibility 1, the arrest warrant was for Pooh Shiesty himself. If he's committed any new crime since his release, or if the feds have evidence connecting him to activity that occurred before or during his incarceration that wasn't covered by his plea deal, he could be facing new federal charges. Given that he's on supervised release, even a minor violation could send him back to prison to finish the remainder of his original sentence. Possibility 2, the warrant was for his father or another associate connected to the property. The home is registered under a shared name. It's possible that Lontrell Williams Sr. or someone else staying at the address is the actual target. But even in this scenario, the association creates legal exposure for Shiesty if he's been present at the property while criminal activity was occurring there. Possibility 3, this is connected to a broader federal investigation that Shiesty may be swept up in. The feds don't raid homes on a whim. A federal search and arrest warrant requires probable cause presented to a judge. Whatever evidence the FBI presented was compelling enough for a federal judge to authorize agents to breach a residential home with flashbangs at 6 in the morning. The social media activity makes everything worse. If Shiesty has been posting pictures with stacks of cash and buying luxury cars while technically assigned to a halfway house in Dallas, that's the kind of thing federal prosecutors use to establish a pattern. It shows lifestyle inconsistencies. It raises questions about income sources, and it gives supervised release officers ammunition to argue that the terms of his release are being violated. This is the story that keeps repeating itself in hip-hop. A young artist with generational talent gets caught up in the streets, goes to prison, comes out with a second chance, and within months, the same environment, the same associations, and the same patterns pull them right back into the system.
Where's Scarlo? Pull them right back into the system. What happened? Is that? Pull them right back into the system.
Pooh Shiesty is 26 years old. He has a Billboard Hot 100 hit. He has a label behind him. He has a fan base that waited 3 years for him to come home. Every single piece was in place for a comeback that could have defined this era of Memphis rap. And now federal agents are carrying evidence boxes out of his family home while the whole world watches. We don't know yet what the FBI found. We don't know if Shiesty will be charged. We don't know if this is the end of his career or just another chapter in a turbulent story. But what we do know is that the feds don't execute search and arrest warrants as a courtesy call. Something prompted this, something serious enough for a federal judge to sign off on it. 5 months of freedom, a number 12 hit on the Hot 100, a new car from a Tennessee dealership, pictures with stacks of cash on Instagram, and now flashbangs at 6 in the morning. Pooh Shiesty's residential re-entry program in Dallas ends on April 11th. 10 days from now, he was this close to completing his transition back to full freedom, and instead, the FBI showed up at his family's front door with warrants.
Hey, you hear the man just now say that? That's 10 days away from he being literally free. Cause remember he still was on house arrest. 10 days by what? I just want to know who really talk to these man. This is what I just want to know. Shout out to me, Shelly, man. 4 months member, big up yourself. Then the girl just check in, big up. Yes, right, man. Just 10 more days before Shiesty get literally free because he's on house arrest. Just 10. Just 10, bro. And this what you gonna do? You're gonna mess up everything. Nah, you're making joke with these youth, man. You gotta learn about these youth, man. These youth, man, them in normal, bro. Like up the live, guys. You know it goes already. Like up the live. Yeah, man. Tonight, definitely we talking about Gucci Mane getting robbed by one of his singers. You know what I mean? You know, Gucci Mane got his label. So this youth man, Pooh Shiesty, definitely he and his father, after coming out of prison, doing a couple of years, come out of prison, go and do a dumb shit like this. Malcolm Sato, I maintain they don't do drugs, kids. Advice because them new upcoming celebrity ain't got shit to mentor the upcoming generation. For real. Real thing. Real talk, Malcolm. Them ain't got nothing for enlighten the young generation. Them and teach them nothing. It's beer wildness, gun, drugs, girl party, this it. This all it is. Be an artist, sing about something, turn a millionaire, drive expensive car, girls, this be famous, and they on scunt. All the time they on scunt. Yes, right?
Davis, better known as Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane got robbed and didn't tell nobody but the law.
He said he gon' rob who? That's like trying to rob a tank. That's some shit that get you spanked. That done had too much to drink.
My robber rapper right out the session. Give me them keys and they watching that necklace. I need them Cuban links and them Bugattis.
According to a newly unsealed criminal complaint, Williams Jr. was upset with the terms of his contract and wished to be released.
Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness.
This is the story of how Lontrell Williams Jr., better known as Pooh Shiesty, a rapper who had just gotten out of prison months earlier, gotten a public welcome home from Gucci Mane, his label mentor, then turned around and lured Gucci Mane into a Dallas studio ambush at gunpoint which almost cost him and his friends their lives. Roderick Delantic Davis, better known as Gucci Mane, the same man who signed Shiesty to 1017, the same man who publicly welcomed him home after prison, and the same man who years earlier had bought him a Trackhawk when their relationship looked strong. There are several updates regarding this incident, including 50 Cent, Rick Ross, Charleston White, and many more celebrity reacting to the incident.
Come on over here with me, Goofy. Press charges on their ass to the full extent of the law. That's how you get to niggas.
Some called Gucci Mane a rat for involving the police, while others say he is now matured and do not have time for the streets anymore. It is a
Yo. All right, sorry about that. Yeah. Where I come from in Guyana, we is go to the feds first. Yeah. We is make sure we make a report, cause the police them, remember days how it going on. You see me? We is make a report at the police station first. And then we is do what we got to do. So you trying to tell me, because I was from the streets, and you come and rob me for your own fucking stubbornness, that you're gonna wait a little time and let me negotiate this thing as men, you decide to rob me. Now when you rob me, and I tell the feds, niggas from the street saying that I is a snitch, and I is a this and that, because why? I never bring it to the streets. I go to the feds. Well, if this is how it go, fuck you. Because guess what? I going to the police. I am going to the police. I'ma lock every one of y'all motherfuckers up. Especially if I'm not a part of the streets no more. Nigga, bro, if I'm not a part of the streets anymore, bro, there ain't got nothing you could tell me about streets and streets. I'm taking your ass. You going to jail, motherfucker. Word is born. That man be on some lame and the other, some lean, and the other them, nobody around them ain't doing, yeah, real to them is drinking fuckery, bro. You have a mind of your own, Malcolm say, and make independent decisions. Yeah, man. Bro, it's just like we was talking upon Let's Start the Things TV last night about the children, them with the smoking. You understand? And we keep saying you could make a child, but you don't make them mine. Same thing come back here, so. You understand? Be independent. Most of these man of them, like, I can't even say be independent, because sometimes, Malcolm, this how the hip-hop world must stay. You got to go to, which you got people I know don't drink, especially them kind of drugs with them ban is taking, pills and them thing. I know they got 1 or 2 artists don't go down the road. But they got a lot of artists because why? It's the thing designed. The things is designed to pull you down, for kill out your brother, kill your brothers and sisters out. Yeah, you get me? Straight up, bro. There's all the things set.
Rick Ross, Charleston White, and many more celebrity reacting to the incident.
Come on over here with me, Goofy. Press charges on their ass to the full extent of the law. That's how you get to niggas.
Some called Gucci Mane a rat for involving the police, while others say he is now matured and do not have time for the streets anymore. It is a sad incident all around. What really happened inside that Dallas studio? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more.
I'll tell you about it. Yo, it's beer fuckery.
stories.
Yo, I swear to God, bro.
Shiesty, that's my Kobe Bryant. Ain't no way I'm trading a man. Don't try me, yo. My goons be at your house.
Because this was not some random beef between strangers. This was a case that, according to prosecutors, grew out of a label relationship. Gucci Mane, whose real name is Roderick Delentic Davis, had signed Shiesty to 1017.
For attention right after they going high from a couple months went platinum, yo.
He had celebrated him. Back in 2021, he had even gifted him a Trackhawk.
Come on, bro, you gotta get in with me, man.
So look at your rim. Look at your
Get your phone up. Put my phone on there. Give me slime. Get my other phone here. Here, get my other phone, man. Yeah. They went through here, bro. Give me right, man. No! Slime over here for my guy, man. His birthday.
Then after Pooh Shiesty got out in late 2025, Gucci publicly welcomed him home. From the outside, it looked like the artist-label relationship was still there, especially them still having several songs together, but according to the federal case, underneath all of that was a contract dispute. And prosecutors say that dispute is what led to a January 10, 2026 meeting at a Dallas recording studio that was supposed to be about business. Shiesty was one of the biggest young names coming out of Memphis rap.
Can't be beat, man. We back and we better. We ready to hit the ground running. Big brother. Hey, FDO, FTL first.
His real name is Lontrell Williams Jr., but most people knew him as Pooh Shiesty. Gucci Mane had helped bring him into the spotlight through 1017 Records, and for a while that connection looked solid.
I rob a rapper right out the session. Give me them keys and then walking that neck. I need them Cuban links and them.
Okay, great. Wait, were you even listening? You haven't taken a single note?
Gucci was behind him, the label relationship was public, and fans saw Pooh Shiesty as one of the artists carrying that new 1017 energy. Then came prison. Shiesty went away, and when he finally came home, people in the rap world paid attention. Gucci Mane publicly welcomed him home. To a lot of fans, it looked like the bond was still there. It looked like whatever business issues may have existed behind the scenes had not completely destroyed the relationship. But according to the prosecutor's version of events, things behind the scenes were much more tense than people realized. The case centers on a Dallas studio meeting in January 2026. On the surface, it was supposed to be about business. The meeting was allegedly tied to contract issues involving Shiesty and 1017. He wanted to get of the label so bad and was ready to do anything to get Gucci to sign him out. According to federal authorities, once everyone got inside, this was no longer a business meeting. It became an armed takeover. The names tied to the case made it even bigger. Along with Shiesty, authorities also named Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30.
We all set, poppin' shit, you know what's going on, we back in full effect. Get up with us, big brother.
Then there was Lontrell Williams Sr., who is Shiesty's father. And several other men were also accused alongside them. Authorities say weapons were pulled, the victims were trapped inside, and the room was taken over before anyone had a real chance to get out. From there, prosecutors say the victims were attacked, threatened, and robbed. Gucci Mane was allegedly forced to sign Shiesty's release paperwork at gunpoint. One of Gucci's friend was reportedly choked so badly he nearly lost consciousness. Authorities also say luxury items were taken, including high-value jewelry, watches, cash, and other personal belongings. After Gucci Mane and his friends were let go, they reported the incident to authorities and described what had happened inside that studio. That is when the case really took off. Investigators began matching those statements with the physical evidence, the travel records, the tracking data, the ankle monitor data, and the surveillance footage. And yes, Shiesty had a tracker on his ankle that records all his location. He forgot that it would record the fact that he was out of town committing robbery, which was what got him the ankle monitor in the first place. They stated that Gucci described who had robbed him. Once federal authorities believed they had enough, The arrests followed.
A very dramatic story. You gotta listen to this one. Justice Department is laying out some details about this crime involving some big name rapper.
Dead. Where one?
Maine and 2 other industry pros who were apparently kidnapped and robbed, according to the Justice Department, by Pooh Shiesty, by Big 30, along with some others. A total of 9 suspects have been arrested. So here's what we know. These DOJ officials say Gucci Mane was lured into what was a fake business meeting in Dallas at a music studio that turned into what they called an armed takeover, where Mane and these others were held at gunpoint. This is back in January. They got robbed of their Rolexes, their cash, their jewelry. At one point, Gucci Mane was even basically forced to sign a release from a record label. Priscilla Thompson is joining us now. It is wild stuff, Priscilla. What else happened?
Real thing we are saying. Lyndon Yosato, you never see the artists when they make it in the entertainment industry stay on the right track. Drinking, drugs, crime, among the other things they would. Yeah, man. Yeah, real thing. Younger upcoming artists and young to look up. Real thing. This is the same thing what Malcolm said earlier. And that's why I did sure bring this to the platform, you know what I mean? Because remember, this channel is not only about Guyana. It's all of, we do foreign this news and these kind of thing. And Gucci Man is a fan of Gucci Man because, you know what I mean, as a DJ. So this shit is big, big, big right now. And it's just like what Malcolm said. Not for these artists nowadays days. They can't teach they can't teach nobody, they can't teach no youth. It's like they done say to themselves, yo, me come for teach nobody nothing. I come for act reckless. But teaching somebody don't literally have to mean like you telling them how to live their life. But when you give certain inspiration songs where you go through or where you want to be in life, you know, how you want to live and them kind of thing, all those kind of things could be teaching. Is that real thing?
Yeah, Hallie, unbelievable, made for the movies kind of stuff. So Pooh Shiesty is signed to Gucci Mane's record label. And so this business meeting was scheduled in January at a recording studio in Dallas. And Pooh Shiesty shows up with 8 other people. You mentioned Big 30. Also, his father was among those with him. And Gucci Mane shows up with 2 people. They're all in this recording studio together. Pooh Shiesty says to Gucci Mane, "Can we speak privately?" And he allegedly, according to this complaint, asked Gucci Mane to sign a release form that would release Pooh Shiesty from the record deal. Gucci Mane declined. They argue back and forth. Pooh Shiesty asks someone to bring him a bag and pulls out an AK-style pistol, according to this complaint, and demands that Gucci Mane sign this document releasing him from the recording deal. After that document is signed, then he goes on, Pooh Shiesty, to steal Gucci Mane's wedding ring, other jewelry, his wallet, and then the small group of individuals goes back out into the larger group that's in that recording studio, and apparently all 8 of the other men who were with Pooh Shiesty pull out guns and began demanding property from Gucci Mane and the men who were with them. So we're talking about Louis Vuitton bags, Rolexes, cash, wallets. There's even physical altercations where there are photos of people with scratches. At one point, the complaint says that there was a man who had a gun put to his head, and they believed that they were all going to be executed. But they were allowed to leave eventually, and then this investigation took place where you have all of this surveillance video in and around the recording studio, the hotels, the rental cars that were booked, and you also had some of these people posting the stolen goods on social media. But what's more, Pooh Shiesty was, according to this complaint, under home detention. So there's electronic evidence that he was at that recording studio when he should not have been. He should have been at home. So obviously these arrests were made. We know that 8 of the 9 men were arrested and have been charged with all 9 of them, though, charged with kidnapping and robbery. Hallie?
Can I just ask one question, Priscilla? I don't know if you know the answer to this, but presumably, if Pooh Shiesty had been under home detention, he would have known that, right? That there was an electronic monitoring situation happening on him?
100%. And in fact, Hallie, according to the complaint, there was a conversation with his parole officer who said, "You are not where you're supposed to be." And Pooh Shiesty said he thought he had permission to leave and told the parole officer that he would be returning home.
Around the same time, A home tied to Shiesty's family was also raided, turning what had started as a studio meeting into a full-scale federal case. Prosecutors say that the ankle monitor became a major piece of evidence, because it helped place him in Dallas and helped investigators track his movements in connection to the studio meeting. So in their view, it was not just witness statements
Yo, this thing is so hey, this youth man's stupidity bad, by. Well, I see a lot of people do enough stupidness, but by this is more stupidness than stupidness. I telling you, real thing.
Pointing in his direction even though Gucci had described him. They say the electronic monitoring data was also helping tell the story. Authorities also say the studio was not the only place where the trail was captured. Investigators say surveillance footage helped document movements connected to the case, not just at the studio itself, but also at other nearby locations afterward. They also say tracking data, travel records, rental vehicle information, fingerprints, and phone evidence all help show where the group went before and after the robbery. And after leaving the studio, prosecutors say some of the men were already showing off what appeared to be the stolen items online, which only gave investigators more to work with as they began.
Yo, you know something, Malcolm? This is the crazy freaking part is they're saying, I never see so much dumb thing like the hip-hop industry. The hip-hop industry is the most dumbest thing I ever come across, bro. No disrespect. But why I said that is the singing, is the doing crime and putting it inside the song as they're watching it. This is the dumbest shit, bro. That's the dumbest shit. No joke, bad, bro. That's the dumbest shit for singing them. Cause look just now, you see a picture with he up on top of a shelf, on top of a dresser, with gun on it, and like these one of them forget the feds is watching their music and listening their music. This is what is one now. They have everything going for them. It sounds more like a personal vendetta too. Yeah. Yeah. Still with him and the others. Yeah. It's just though. It's just the girl. You understand? Because for those persons who now join the live, earlier when the video started, Gucci Man said that he was going to give them the freedom. He's going to take them off the contract. 10 days before. Just 10, yeah. It's right, man. He was going to take them off the contract and whatever. He just had to hold on. Heaven knows. Now, like Malcolm says, so 10 days he had before he come out for the ankle brace. So 10 days. I wanted if it's the drugs we smoke or the liquor we drink. Because I can't understand 10 days I be free and I go into a next state. Why you know it's going to be more crazier with this ankle brace. So just 10 days. Wait, he didn't have an advisor? Somebody to advise you? Instead of drinking and buying them expensive fucking car, I think them should hire not only a bodyguard, but an advisor. This is what them need for hire too.
Began piecing everything together.
Hold on before you pay for yet another app to manage your team.
Can't take this fucking... I can't take YouTube with this thing, man. Jesus Christ.
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr.
But just hold on, right? Hold on. I don't know if you are praying something. When anything happening, you know, do you see anybody's come out and talk for the government? Yeah. It's like, man, this is the attorney for Dallas, Texas, right? So you don't even see the attorney. You don't even see the attorney is come and say nothing when they got issues and situation. Now tonight we just running it just so, man. We ain't adding nobody. It's okay. Let me just run it just so. It's like, man. Yeah, everything cool.
Arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirm.
Let me just correct Lyndon, girl. The love of money. The love of money is the root of all evil. Not the love, not money. The love of money. People is get it mixed up. It's not money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. You understand? Greed is never an answer. Greed is never an answer to make it in the world, especially in the entertainment world, where people don't have a clue about how you live a normal life. Respect on that Shelly Saturday cannot see that far to get any advice from any scene of children. Yeah, man, real thing. Big up Malcolm Sega, you're not different. In every way, that thing supposed to go in a good way, but for favorite, okay, active. Real thing what you're saying, they are not different, but that does come to me mind, like, you ever see anybody come out, there's always they're talking about, the amount of people were dead, the amount of people were killed. You never see the commissioner, the attorney general, nobody come out and do these kind of things. It's hardly see this. It's highly, if it happen couple times, yeah, but it's supposed to happen all the time.
Confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group, surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least two of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense. Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. The victims in this case came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice.
WAC 100 spoke on it, and one of the points he pushed back on was the idea that Gucci Mane was somehow a rat just because authorities were now building a case.
The rules of the streets is if you cooperate with law enforcement and give them any information on any name other than yours, then yes, you are a rat. These are the rules of the streets. Everywhere.
WAC 100, I want to say fuck you and fuck the rules of the streets. Yeah, this is what I want to say. Fuck you and fuck the rules of the streets. I don't care if a motherfucking nigga call me a rat. I don't care if a motherfucking nigga call me a cockroach. I ain't give a fuck. Bro, you're going to the motherfucking, you're going to jail. Fuck that shit. Fuck you telling, but if you do what you're a rat, and you're a what, and you're a nigga, fuck that. You feel? Rat? You going down. You are going to fucking jail. You could call me a rat with a bigger, you could give me a big cheese, I can eat it because I like cheese. Tell you about this, but you was a fucking rat. But you see how the streets stay? You see how the streets, this is why, although I grew up in the ghetto, I could have never be a part of the streets. Because the streets ain't got no fucking love for you, bro. This is what I was saying earlier. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying earlier. You see? Hold up. You understand? Oh, lifestyle get for coming already. Oh, scrap lifestyle. Don't see the link. Hold on there just now. Yeah, just hold on a minute. Yeah, lifestyle. Big up yourself. Welcome to the show, my brother. Okay, and everything good?
Blessed night to you, my brother. Everything good, man. I had a good day. Some people try to offset me for the day, but we ain't do no. You can't let nobody offset you when you know the right. Understand?
Real talk. Real.
You can't say you're wise, but still certain things trapping you. It's impossible. Understand? Now it's just like this talk that he now say that the rules for the street. Which kind of rules you talking about for the street? Which rules? Cause the only thing that now spit out you out there as an educated black man is the rules of black people on the streets. It's don't call the police for one another, but we could kill one another, we could rob one another, we could do one another anything, but don't call the police.
Don't call the police.
Why I see black people by, and this is why I'm telling you, I would like you go to jail and get life. Understand? This is why. Remember, I tell you already that black Americans is some of the most ignorant black people on the face of this earth.
I tell you, bye.
And three things I'm gonna remind you why. Because people are gonna be listening now, and people are gonna be listening after, and they're gonna wanna know why. Now, these three things is why, and it's very, very powerful. Black Americans have education to the fingertips better than anybody in the Caribbean countries. better than anybody in Africa. Tell me I'm wrong. Black Americans have the opportunity of traveling this world and looking for a better life to settle somewhere else, even if they don't like America. How much black people in the Caribbean and Africa could take the passport and travel this world?
I tell you.
I still waiting for answer. Black Americans, all they have to do if they don't like America or wherever is the problem, the stinking problem, all they gotta do is work for 100,000. 100,000 is 100,000 is 100,000 in every country. But 100,000 American dollar is a millionaire in any Caribbean country. He is a millionaire in Africa. Them three things there, Caribbean people ain't got on American blacks, nor African. Canadians, Brazilians, name it. American blacks got the most privilege and is the most stupidest people on the face of this earth when it comes to black people, brother. They kill out one another more than anything. And all of them for history, brother. Check it back, brother, for history coming up. Every black man that get rich in America went back broke. Don't care how long it take. Look how long it take for destroy Bill Cosby. Till he get old, 80 something, brother. So don't care what day it come in. You know why it can happen? Every black person in America, when they get rich, all they try to do is style black people. Because with this incident here, right? Now we can say, boy, yo, this is real sad. And you hear you use a word just now. This is big. This is big to who? Because Chinese people know we do this. White people know we do this. Everybody don't know this is how we live. So it's big to we for know that a black men getting rich, turning millionaires, and this is how they live in. When we would like this opportunity, we would like this position. So it's big to who? I like for these men make case and dead out, get life in prison or what. These people need to get rid of because these people is the problem of our black society, my brother. And it's facts. Because you see, these men is what a lot of young men portraying, looking up to, want to be. And these people is nobody. How could you be a black millionaire and go a crew of men around you and all you could do is buy guns to them? Make this make sense now, man? You mean for tell me you can't do nothing with the Mexicans doing? You can't buy couple SUVs and buy couple garden things and start a garden firm for you and your niggas? Couple car washes? Nipsey Hussle doing it and look what they do with the killie.
Yeah, good.
The killie be every black man that trying for help black people just Gucci money. You know who he the one? He the one another PDD. Somebody for putting a contract with guns to the head. Instead, Gucci man will move nice with he and he's who putting guns to Gucci man head. That is how black people sick. When a black man do things to black people, you hear he's a bad man. And when a black man is nice to black people, look how he's get treated. So tell me, up to now, did I say anything by any other race? Oh, this is black people, brother. And I will bet you any amount of money you want to bet. For the time you alive, brother, and this show alive, and for how much more years are gone, I bet you would never, ever, ever in your life show nothing more than black people content. In your people, you're going to have a few. Anybody else, you're going to have a few. But you will always have black people content. Because black people content is who's run this world. Because a lot of people still can't believe how we live, you know.
No lie. Straight up.
It's reality, B. Because I'm telling you, a lot of people gonna look at this, I can't believe it. These is two niggas are rich, and this is what they're doing. Or they build a community. Before they try and buy some of those crackhead houses and build them over and brighten up the community. Black people have no vision when they get money, B. The only vision they got is to put on a bright light on them and turn an alien. A big house flashy, big bright suits, big bright car. Bare for so flashy jewelry for 7 years. This is where I am.
Straight.
It's ignorant how we black people live and be. And it's time for we to start calling it out. And who don't want to call it out is the encouragers. Because there's no way you could be a black man or a black woman in this time in the world and sitting down and still talking about ifs and buts and maybes.
Yeah.
And you got the audacity for say, oh, white people is do it, Indian people is do it, Chinese people is do it. Who is filling up social media with it? Who is filling up the prisons with it? Who is filling up the hospitals with it? And I could go on and on. Who's mostly people in prison? Who's mostly people turning up at the hospital with gunshots?
Mm-hmm.
Brother, I can't, the statistic right there, it is right there. It's right there, brother. It's just a cartel come out of prison, and every time they're talking about Muhammad, I study cartel. Cartel come out of prison and sell love. And look how much people try and forget your attention by saying all kinds of different things. And who is these people saying these things? Only black people. Only black people.
Good.
And cartel now travel the whole world and keep the biggest shows out of any other Jamaican on the face of this earth other than Bob Marley. And most he shows them is white people at it all over Europe. But still, black people, especially Jamaicans, that sit down and talk all kinds of things but he. So when people say that white people is do it, you know how much white men is movie stars and pop stars and just do the most cocaine, sleep with the most young girls, and you don't hear nothing about it? White people is do it, but they respect themselves.
Yeah, man. Let me go back into the video for a bit. It done as video is, so. You done.
Run it, I'm listening to you. I guess stick on for you.
Just put your thing on mute and then on mute when you're ready for reason.
Gucci wasn't the streets. A yacht, an exclusive birthday party. Is Gucci still upheld to the rules of the streets? I don't believe he hangs with anybody but his wife and his family. Everybody better open their eyes up. Just because you playing the game your way, don't be the next man is not gonna play the game they way.
That is because once the charges became public, Shiesty went online and started making it seem like Gucci had gone to police and was pointing the finger.
Don't even, don't even do that. We don't even know. We ain't see none of that. Yeah, most definitely. Nah. What? Come on, man. Hey, the way he tried to pop it, I thought he did some time or something. Like he, been through that motherfucker. I said, oh, this bitch been watching Power or something. I don't know what the fuck he think this is. He was on TV. Come on. Come on, man. Hey, man, how much time you got, man?
I'm here for a minute.
All right, then. Say that then, man. Say that then. Numbers on.
Music is one of the best ways to express your feelings. And that's why today we're gonna do some.
Shiesty ass. And it sounds like Gucci cooperated. It sounds like the victim. Gucci was a victim and gave his testimony. Come on over here with me, Gucci. It's all right. It's all right to go and be civilian.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, come on over here with me, Gucci. Press charges on their ass to the full extent of the law. That's how you get to niggas. Now, I don't hear nobody telling Gucci not to press charges like they try to convince me not to press charges on Thug. I don't hear nobody calling Gucci a hoe ass nigga for pressing charges. They done put somebody down there in the coma, hold a nigga. They're like Suge Knight holding that boy upside down over the balcony, that Vanilla Ice boy. I signed the contract. I look there, man, that's like, yeah. Pooh Shiesty done come out here acting like Red on 5 Heartbeats. Yeah, say, you know what that is? Say the boy done come out here acting like Red off the 5 Heartbeats, man. Yeah, all them niggas with them motherfucking fluffy beards recidivate when they get out of prison. Yeah, you gotta go back to your gold teeth, nigga. Yeah, boy should have went back to his goatee. God damn it, Shiesty. Boy, I was sure looking forward to you coming to concert and watching young niggas go to jail for the summer. I just knew, man, what the fuck up. Damn, Shiesty. I was looking forward to a Shiesty tour. I'm not bullshitting.
No, like, the youth man had everything going on for you when he come out of jail. I don't know how deep is the situation that make he had to go and do such a stuff like this, because 10 days to go for him to be actually literally free, because he was still under house arrest. He still had an ankle brace whereby he traveled from one state to the next state. Yeah, baby? What's wrong? On to the TV. You said, man.
Damn, Shiesty. Damn, Shiesty. They get the whole man too. What them feds mean is a motherfucker. Take it to daddy too. God damn. Shit. Well, if there's any other time to think about telling, this is it right here. You talking about the kind of, you federal charges for federal kidnapping? Oh my goodness. Up to a life sentence? Oh man. Whoever these FBI agents is here, they finna get a promotion. They fucking around being in line up to be the FBI director one day for bringing down Shiesty. I'm not bullshitting. Oh my goodness.
That gave the internet even more to argue about. Some people ran with that, others pushed back hard. Then Rick Ross spoke on it too. Everybody starts picking sides. Everybody starts adding their opinion. Some people looked at it like betrayal. Some looked at it like messy label business turned violent. Some focused on the so-called street angle.
I'm on a Euro tour, like I said.
I love this piece of reasoning what Rick Ross talking. So this is power.
I'm in Prague, going back to Paris tonight. But for everybody in my DM, Rose, what you think or how you feel about the Guwap Pooh Shiesty situation? I don't like it for either side. You know what I'm talking about? Guwap most definitely didn't deserve that, and I don't want to see this for the little homie Pooh Shiesty, but this is when niggas gotta be educated and understand. In business, you gotta negotiate, my nigga. You gotta negotiate. If you were signed for 100K and now you got 10 M's on the table, it's time to negotiate. This how we do this. Boom, 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 boom.
Straight up.
Everybody win. Let's go.
Yep.
That's how I gotta go, my nigga.
Yep.
You can't muscle your way out of no shit in no business.
You can't muscle your way out of no shit in business. This is how it is, bro. But as black men, like just like what Lifestyle is saying, but black men, this ego fucking thing inside of we, bro. This ego thing, like, we can't just sit down and have a neutral conversation and fix things. I feel like it's set and designed for black people's scum. You know what I mean? I feel this because you don't see nothing like this happening with white people on a real life level, because they got news. So just like all this go up on the news, anything with any other person, any other race in America would go up on news. You don't see these things with white people. You see? They will Rick Ross say, business, everybody eat, everybody get things, and we go on we way. White is can't be like that. Why a brothers got pull out a gun? Fuck, boy.
It don't go that way. And I ain't just talking about on the people's side, but on the other side, the blitz gonna come. You can't run from it, homie. That's the way it goes. Negotiate. It's time to educate. I want to see young hustlers from the South win. I want to see it. There was a time I got Gotti and Guwap on the phone together. Us three on the phone, nigga. And it ain't nothing to discuss. It was no disrespect. It was no raised voices. Rose just wanted to plant that seed. And I understand one phone call may not fix all the situations, but you want to plant that seed where niggas may be able to move forward one day, get some paper one day. The CMG 1017 tour one day, that was Rose mindset. And I wish nothing but my homies the best. When it come to business, let's negotiate. Niggas can't take the streets to the do. Nigga gonna get a life sentence with that shit, bullshit, nigga. Let's get to the B's.
Others focused on the simple fact that, if the allegations are true, a business meeting turned into a gunpoint robbery and kidnapping. 50 Cent posted this on his own page, indirectly saying what he thinks.
Gucci Man got robbed and didn't tell nobody but the law. people who are paying goddamn taxes and law-abiding citizens, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, come here. That shit dead. Robbing people, trying to goddamn extort. That shit dead.
Dead.
Some people were happy for the artist believing he is out of contract now, but the truth is that he isn't.
Hey guys, can you believe that Amazon made billions of dollars and only paid
Also, Pooh Shiesty is not out of his contract. You guys got to stop getting on this internet saying that he did a good job because now he's free from him. No, he's not. He actually might owe him more money. I'm not speaking towards this comment, by the way. If you guys paid attention in school, now that it's been proven that he was forced to sign that contract by Pooh Shiesty, it's voided and the agreement still stands. So now Pooh Shiesty basically got to sit in jail and still pay Gucci. Not only that, Gucci and his record label, which they're already showing they're about to do, can sue Pooh Shiesty and make it so he basically get more money off of bruh. He on a 360 deal, man. That nigga in an infinity deal now. Y'all keep talking about something he did great. No, he didn't. He back with...
The man said 360 deal. The man said he dep on an infinity. Fuck. An infinity deal he dep on now. You see, that is so much fucked up, the banner fucked up. And I know right now he must be there in jail saying, bye. What's country really I do here, bye?
But it's not, but I'm sure if fire, the father. You know, see, father was with he.
Yeah, your father was with you, I hear though. Yeah.
You see now, we going right back to parents, brother.
No, but guess what going
father.
on? Guess what going on? I think in all of the first. No, listen to me now. The father snitching upon his son because the father said he didn't know this what they was going for. Yeah.
Well. So the father feel that he just going to talk to Gucci and forgo the contract.
Start all the thing. When the father see guns pull out, the man shake his head. Then man went talking upon a live. And then man said the father shake his head and say, what kind of thing is this? So this is what the father say, yo, it wasn't me. I didn't do nothing with the robbery.
He's man he made these youngsters real stupid, boy. And I really can't see. You know, the thing about black people that does affect me, that I don't even really want to get in a crowd now for talk with them. Big man, we just stand up in a crowd or sit down around a table and talk so conscious. And when we get from there, I don't know what's them. As Rick Ross now say, Rick Ross said he had three these men on the phone, everybody talking, all shouting, nothing. It's just a seed was planting. And you mean for tell me we can't do that, big man? We ain't seeing that. We you remember when the man killed Young Dolph? Big man, that day, I could not believe that, boy. I talk about our whole day was like, well. The man was coming like a Nipsey, man, helping the neighborhood.
Yeah, don't because the man they want to sign the contract. The man say I could do this on me own. He bad mind the man, by what?
Every black man that looking for help, black people out of the struggle, big man. Black people is turning around and killing them, boy.
I'm telling you.
Black people is turn, cause if anybody else kill them, they got rebel, you know. But black people is killing them and it just going, big man. Count how much fingers be since Biggie and Tupac dead. That's how the rap industry's turn. All the young rappers are coming up dead and out, big man. And who gain the wealth, who gain the riches? What really happening? The thing about it, we got so much money within the music industry, but really and truly, we don't even own nothing, brother. We own no record label. We own no big studio. We own no big radio station. We own nothing. As I tell you last night, all we have in this world as black people is a voice. Our money, our property, and all the assets that we got, it means nothing. It could be taken away from we today or tomorrow, just like slavery, when they give you a mule and an acre of land and they take it back. It can be taken. All you have to do is say or do the wrong thing as a black man. What a white man would say or do and get away with it, you cannot do or get away with it. Why? Because white man, his community with him, and he build the law around him to protect him. Black people, we ain't got no community. Say, how could we help fight the law? You gotta got community for fight the law. Because the law feeds off a community. If there's no community, why would you need a law? And that's what telling you, when black people wake up is when the police ain't coming to we community no more. Is when the police drive through we community and the tire driving through. Or is either they drive through and we and them become friends. We gotta turn the table, B. And if we ain't got enough brains to turn the table, big man, we can see black people get money all the time, and this is what's gonna happen. Since Tupac and Biggie, 9 and change. Run it.
I'm telling you, boy, straight.
He gotta tickle boys and give all his money to Gucci now. Mind you, he could have easily finished his contract. Bro just had to give him 3 albums, it was over. He could have made throwaway songs. He could have pulled a little Uzi. But nope. We kidnapping people while we have ankle monitors on 4K camera. And now we got to be with boys again. Like, we got to be real. Like, come on, guys. We got to be real. We got to start thinking with our brains.
Big 30-foot lawyer had a bit to say too.
Doesn't have a criminal history, doesn't have a criminal record. He's been making music for a number of years. He and Pooh Shiesty kind of came up in the music game together, and they were sort of like, they're very close, and they made, you know, some magical music. I just hope that people will wait to pass judgment on Rodney and these other individuals until all the facts.
Do you guys think Gucci Mane is a rat, or he is getting older and not into the street life like a fan said?
The man right. The man right for do we do.
100%. We're rat to her.
Fuck no, but rat. I don't kid and give me a big cheese. I got
Here,
mother's skunt. You feel?
here he's swinging the table now, right? Because you only remember this. Remember, as you say earlier, this thing is a big thing. But remember, in the black community. Now, why he can be a rat in the black community? You understand me? Because that is how them want to portray the black community for hold it down. But here the results now for waking up the black community is exactly what he do. Because now if Gucci Man then do the right thing, as when I say the right thing, when you paying tax and you got a legitimate business and you doing everything legitimate, that you're paying your federal tax and everything that the feds can't come for you, it means you're doing things right. So it means that if somebody mess around your business and you involve the police, it means you are still going what? Right.
Right.
Now, if now he stop going right and decide now for pull out $500,000 and get a couple men for going to shoot down his family and everything, understand? And then now, with the world we living in, we don't know camera seeing everything. Now, after all of that, now, after 2 months or 6 months, all the evidence point back to Gucci Man. Now, Gucci Man got to go and spend life in prison. He business done this, This is the other turn. So this is what people rather see than see calling the cops. That's what they rather see. Because that's what's been happening all the time in we community, especially in America, especially in the rap community. Whenever somebody get robbed, or the friend get killed, or the brother or the cousin, and this is what's going on wrong. And we could go right back, understand me, as I say, from Biggie and Tupac. We ain't gotta go too far back. We ain't gotta be ignorant and go all day. If we gotta go all day, we not gonna done. We need to come to an end. But we could go from there and come up back. How much of them done dead? What change? What change? What street code change black culture? There's no street code that change black culture. So what street code they talking about? We just killing out we for nothing. And you talk about if Gucci Man 100% right. I changed my life, understand me, from being a gangster hustler. Understand me? Now I'm a hustler in the office. I'm a hustler for my family. I'm helping people. And you can tell me that somebody violate me and I must spend money for look more ignorant. Now I must be a nigger. This is what we call a nigger. You must operate now like a nigger, pick up guns and thing.
Yeah.
And we all don't know that's black people life.
This by you're making joke.
So when we can stop? See this big ignorant stupid one here, sir, 100. This is how, right? A lot of black people that are thank God for social media, you know. This is how we can see a lot of black people that come in on social media, how ignorant it is. Because we can see last month or a couple of weeks ago, they post something that's positive and feel a positive. And now we can see now how ignorant the song. Because he can come in saying that he's a rat. And you supposed to be an educated black man that talking to the youngsters.
Yeah, buddy.
Run
That's
it.
what they say so. All right. All right, hold on. All right, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I got a little problem. Just a minute. Come back there. I don't see I can share it like that. All right, it's cool. At the screen. Boom, bang.
That home right now, it is registered to the father of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty.
Federal agents on the ground in Cordova searching a home owned by the family of rapper Pooh Shiesty. The feds confirmed to Fox 13 they executed a federal search and arrest warrant. Neighbors reporting hearing flashbangs as agents entered the home early this morning.
Base 44 super agents, the next thing you can't live without. No setup.
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District. Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida.
You talk about a cold-blooded demonstration. What about a dumbass demonstration? Look, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta be 100 with y'all. This whole thing right here.
I love this big brother is so bad. I love this big brother.
I was on the fence, because I had no material, I had no video, I had no type of proof other than, Seti Nash and King AK-47, demonstrating this measure, but I had no proof. I was on the fence about this whole thing. I did not want to believe that Pooh Shiesty, fresh out the feds, would commit an armed robbery against his CEO. I did not want to believe that this brother was that dumb.
I tell you.
But I was wrong. I'm talking about completely wrong. I guess this brother is that dumb. Now, before I proceed, allow me to give a shout out or, put some respect on Seti Nash's name and his blogging capabilities and, his tentacles that he got out there with people providing him with all the information that they provide him with. Shout out to Seti Nash, respect on his name because he broke this whole story. Shout out to King AK-47 because after Seti broke the whole story, King AK-47 put the stamp on it, right? So shout out to them brothers for demonstrating. Now, look, this right here got to be the most stupidest, dumbest, backwards thinking criminal in criminal history.
Backward thinking criminal in criminal history.
Anybody
for 2026 too. Understand? Because I want you to remember Lil Durk get charged yet last year for murder too, you know who's Lil Durk?
Yeah, I know all of them. Yeah.
And this man big, Lil Durk now got big collaboration with Morgan Wellington, big man. Like that the thing run up to 200 million, big man, within the 2 years, saying big man. Big. And this man gonna set up a murder and do you boy lad, these men stupid like dog by. Even if you is a big man like that, and you want to get back to somebody for killing you, brother. Big man, you supposed to got nothing to do with that. Before anything, you supposed to just talk to you right here, man. I give you access to money, and you have nothing more to do with it. No, he traveling here, the people got showing up money, pulling up money, this, that, all kinds of things. But
Shakas, I don't know who's them banner by.
if this video, understand me, for me, the right set of black people in this world, I want you all to understand something. Understand? Especially black people that living in a white man system. A white man system means if the law and politics full of white people is white people system, which is Europe, Canada, America, wherever. Unless it full up with black people and Indians, well, then it's not a white man system. Understand? But still it could be controlled by them. Once you're a black man and you are a millionaire, you are being watched. You understand that?
Great.
When you are a black man in this world, especially America, and you are a millionaire, you are being watched. And black people fail to realize that. And especially if you make your money on certain levels, as the rap game that got history for trash heads, and certain other place, it's like a level, ice gold, red, green and thing. Certain level you make your money is more people is be watching you. More red flags is there on you because the people just literally waiting because they know you're black and they know how you stay. Them two things alone, they know they're black and they know how to stay when they get money. Just watch it. Let me build some evidence for he because someday we gotta take it down, even if it take 20 years. Just like we do PDD. So this is why we want black people to understand. Once you start being somebody in this life and getting money, you are being watched. Why they watching you? Two reasons. They're watching for see where you mess up for try and bring you down. And this is the biggest reason they're watching you. For see if you are one of the person that gonna wake up and be the rebellion for black people. Because if that happen too, they're gonna look for take the dirt for stop you from doing that. Just like what Traore doing. Understand? Black people can turn millionaires in this world, you know, but they can't help out the people. For some reason, I can't understand that. Look how much millionaire black people in America, and up to now, all of them can't come together and fund a black hospital or a black college. But year come, decades, we got problems at the hospitals as black people, and we got problems in schooling. Make these things make sense, no man? And you tell me black people that got money in America deserve respect? All like a all like a suck out be straight that way, glad if they're dead and they go prison. I can't name of these people be. Bang.
Let me continue. Good.
Anybody that been to the feds, you know that the feds don't never stop messing with you. They never take an eye off you once you've been in their custody. That's just how it goes in the feds, right? But Pooh Shiesty, I guess he didn't know that. But look, let's get into the evidence, right? And then I'll demonstrate. But let's get into the evidence first. Now, the most important thing of all that I want to show y'all is the power of attention. Attention is this new drug that a lot of us classic people, we don't know anything about it, but right now today, attention is getting people charged and convicted with murders. It's getting people charged and convicted with home invasion, armed robbery, kidnappings, all type of stuff, because the perpetrators want the attention. They want people to look at them and say, hey, those are the guys that committed that unsolved crime, right? And then once they get arrested, they want to cry and say, hey, man, you know, you bloggers talk too much. Y'all be snitching and stuff like that. But y'all provide us the information. Check it out. I want y'all to look at this brother right here, right? He has a Rolex watch. The feds are saying that was taken from the robbery incident with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. So they are saying that this Rolex, one of the victims said, hey, that's my watch. That one of the robbers posted on a social media site, and that's how the feds got the picture. This other brother is another brother that they said was a part of the robbery that started from Memphis and ended up in Dallas. Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. They saying that that watch that this brother has and that 1017 chain, it looks like, that he has is one of the victims of the robbery. And they got these pictures from social media sites.
Emma run and go take a picture.
I don't see how y'all ain't learning. I don't see how you gangsters out there, no matter what you doing, with this new technology, and then with the stupidity of everybody wanting attention for the crimes that they committed, these are the results. This other picture, I ain't gonna say too much about it. I'm just gonna say he was a part of the robbery. He wasn't the perpetrator. He was the victim. You see what I'm saying? So go on with all that. Y'all put the information out here. Y'all want to go to jail. Y'all want to be caught. And that's cool with me. Hey, listen. Go ahead. Make their job easy for them. You see? That way we ain't got to deal with y'all. Now, the cold-blooded part, or you know what? This going to be called a dumb demonstration. This ain't even a cold-blooded demonstration. This right here is a dumb demonstration. Now, the dumbest demonstration that I done seen so far since I've been doing my homework on this demo, is Pooh Shiesty. Y'all listen, let me tell y'all something. Pooh Shiesty was on home monitoring. And what that means is that Pooh Shiesty has a device wrapped around his ankle that tells the federal government his location.
Jesus.
I'm talking about right now time. Ain't no delay and all that. This thing right.
Sad man must he got a boyfriend in jail. I must he miss his boyfriend. Rating.
I hear say if you go over here, Pooh Shiesty is there. Pooh Shiesty, it tells on him. It tells his exact location in real time. So tell me why, during this whole robbery thing, right? Pooh Shiesty GPS device that's wrapped around his ankle is telling the federal government that, hey, he's at the scene of the robbery. He's at the scene of the kidnapping.
That's the sound of an American oil company hard at work. Want to be a part of it? Listen up.
I just don't look. This is the dumbest demonstration ever. You got a GPS monitor on your foot and you still go commit a crime? I don't look. You might as well brought a camera with you, and I'm talking about in video camera the whole thing, and say, hey, look, I'm sending this out when my new album come out. I'm showing y'all how to stick up your CEO.
That what I tell you, big man. That what I tell you, where ignorance is bliss. It's funny to be wise. Don't worry with enough of these youth that could read and this and that. No, let me just clips now with the little girl now from yesterday now. You see what all we done? You hear what I tell you? I ain't blame no parent, and I ain't said nothing wrong with little girl. You hear what I said? That this ain't nothing new. The only thing left about it is accountability. You remember I said so? So that's the same thing with this jackass. You don't get bail, you don't get prison, you don't get this, you got monitor up on your foot. You mean for tell me you could write these songs and sing these songs, but you have no education to understand what on your foot? No education at all, you got.
None.
At all for understand that the thing on your foot is better than your cell phone. It is literally telling the feds that you're sleeping.
I'm telling you,
that you're not moving about in your house. For the last hour, you've been in this one spot in your house. You've been sleeping. That is what it's telling you, the feds. You have no education. All you could do is sing and wear jewelry and behave like you're a Johnny. But you have no education to understand that this thing on your foot is going to put you in prison for the rest of your life. You deserve that. And it's really and truly, you have a boyfriend. You gotta have a boyfriend because black people just love going to prison, boys.
And it's not 10 days the manga.
Big man.
Moody manga before he literally get rid of the ankle and brace and everything, full freedom. That's
big man. This is why we run social media. Because the kind of comedy that you hear for we, you don't hear it from nobody else. You really feel a Chinese man wanna do that?
Real
Or an
thing.
Indian man would do that?
Telling your body is
Or
good.
a white man that know that his career big and he got millions of loss, he would do that knowing that he can go jail for the rest of his life?
What?
I can't even if they do it, I can't think about it.
I tell
Or
you.
I can't think about which one. But we culture been doing it for so long. I know some other rapper can do it because enough don't do it. Little Dirk do it last year. Now this one can come and do it. Someone of them can come and do it.
Need. Yeah.
It ain't stopping. Says the same thing with the little girl yesterday. Is if she mother is gonna take accountability now as a parent and start treating she child like a bigger man, unless she know where the time is. And as if the young girl can take accountability on she actions and see that a video went all viral and everybody look at she as the whatever. That is it. But if next couple years come and that young girl they don't change and she turn out to be whatever, brother is just she's just a product of the streets,
I tell
and
you.
the mother is a dung fault.
I'm
Straight,
back in it. Yeah, man.
straight. Run it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, check it out, y'all. Like, criminals even know. I mean, at least they should know. You know what? I'm not even gonna give them that much credit because this is a dumb demonstration. I'm not even gonna give them that much credit because anybody in their right mind, listen to what I said. Anybody in their right mind would know, like, hey man, wait a minute. I do want to go rob this. I want to go kidnap. I want to, pistol whip. I want to do all this, but I can't do this with this GPS on my thing, bruh. That's gonna tell them that I'm at the crime scene. Not Pooh Shiesty though. Pooh Shiesty, real slime. I'm talking real Shiesty, So yeah, that right there is one of the demonstrations that I'm talking about. You don't commit a crime with a GPS monitor on your ankle. And then the phones, right? Because we love our phones. Yeah. But, everybody should know that your phone has a GPS monitoring device on it as well. So here go the other guys that are coming to rob Gucci Mane with Pooh Shiesty, driving in cars with their phones, telling everything. Hey, look, they leaving Memphis right now. They on their way to Texas right now. You see? And so when the phone is telling and saying, hey, these guys are right here, the phone is banging off this highway, that highway, the police, they start doing license plate monitoring. They start tracking them down by the license plates. You see? So ain't no way around it. They got the license plate readers monitoring them all the way from Memphis to Texas to the scene of the crime.
Are you worried that using your home address for business puts your privacy at risk? At iPostal One,
it's over with. It's done for. Hey, listen, quit committing crimes. It's over with. You see? But some of these guys believe that it's not. And they are going to continue to get caught every time. And they think they do something slick when they say, hey, you know what, man, I ain't going to ride in my car, dog. We going to rent a car. Pooh Shiesty father did that. Yeah, he was the genius that said, you know what, y'all, check it out. Don't ride in y'all cars. No, don't do that. I'm gonna rent a car for y'all. In my name. I'm gonna rent the car in my name, and I'm gonna allow y'all to use this car to go commit a crime. Wait a minute, hood educated. You lying on them people. They don't move like that, hood. You lying. Look, this is what the federal government is saying. That Pooh Shiesty father rented a car in his name for them to use to go commit the crime and robbery, kidnapping, and assault on Gucci Mane. Now, in his mind, he possibly thought, hey, look, I'm just renting the car. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing. I'm just renting the car for my kids' friends. That's all it is. No, it's not going to work like that. Because when the crime was committed and you were sitting there, you didn't report the crime. You see, y'all thought y'all got away with the crime. Y'all didn't think that the feds was going to do all that homework that they did.
Because of the streets. This is why, although he's snitching on his son now, he could have called the police then, but remember now it's because of the streets. So he want to get for, you know, he don't want to look like a rat.
Did. But they did. But it gets worse though. Yeah. That's not even the half of it.
It is.
It gets worse. They have footage. Yes. Cameras here, cameras there, you know, cameras everywhere. They got footage of the actual crime going down. I don't know what these brothers was thinking, but this is the dumbest demonstration ever. They got video footage of these boys all at office supply houses, you know, stores. They even got fingerprints. Yeah, old-fashioned fingerprints. Remember that, y'all, when they come with that little thing and dust it all the way down and all that? And they got fingerprints placing some of the guys that came from Memphis to rob Gucci Mane at the scene of the crime. They got their fingerprints. But not only that though, y'all. The hotel that they slept at before they committed the robbery, they got that too. Yeah. Ain't no getting around it. The hotel that them boys was laying at, resting, you know, getting ready to commit this robbery, Big 30 and all them. Yeah, they got them on video footage in Dallas, Texas, at a hotel. So before the robbery, they got them at the hotel, and after the robbery, they got them at the hotel. Not only that though, they got them leaving Dallas after the robbery. Yeah, that good old license plate reader. I'm talking about blink, blink, blink every time they hit one, tagging their ass.
They sure them man ain't got no time, cause them man still go back to the hotel, sleep, then beat out. I'm like fuck it, he can't get back nothing.
Oh, y'all leaving Dallas, Texas now. Y'all on your way back to Memphis after the robbery. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, they got that too. But the dumbest demonstration of all, is the social media post. How are you gonna rob somebody and then get on social media and show the jury that you took the watches, the chains? How do you do that? Like, I mean, you go rob somebody and then you go straight to the internet where you know the feds are watching. You know the police are watching. There's too many cases before this case where police, feds, the prosecutors say, hey, yeah, we got our evidence from social media. They was posting on social media. But these guys get right on social media and they hey, look, check it out, man. We got the watches right here. You know, this is what we do. You see? Dumbest demonstration. And last but not least, right? Some of the guys drove in cars and some of the guys took Greyhounds to get back to Memphis. Now, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but when you take a Greyhound, you got to show your ID. So these guys, this is the dumbest demonstration ever. These guys are jumping on Greyhounds, showing their IDs. They ain't got the wherewithal to even have.
I'm telling you, real dumb.
Fake IDs or nothing. They got their real IDs. Hey, yeah, man, you know, we got away clean, scot-free. And look, didn't even have the wherewithal to even look around and say, hey, man, there's cameras all up in here. This mission ain't good. We got to avoid this mission. We came to go do this, but look, it's cameras everywhere. You see? And then we don't even know the people that Gucci Mane brought with him. You see what I'm saying? Nah, this mission is over with. We can't do this. But instead, they went through with it. And it went down exactly how Seti Nash and King AK-47 said it went down. You know, they go meet to do the contract thing. Pooh Shiesty wanted out of his contract. Forced Gucci Mane to sign him out of the contract. I mean, like, I don't know how legal binding that is. I don't believe that that's legal binding at all. But at the same time, you know, he forced him to sign him out of the contract. Choked some people. They said they choked one man so cold-blooded that he almost passed out. You see? And it's crazy. This right here, I'm talking about. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This right here, just like it's like, damn, Pooh Shiesty, you just got out. You just did 3 years in the feds, and this is how you was living before yesterday. Check it out.
I tell you, watch that. Watch that. What really make you had to go and do that? What really make you had to go and do that, bro? Look how you living nice. What could you do this by?
Ladies, man, chop it like dog, big man.
What? I could have
So
you suffering or something and Gucci got you like a dead dog or something. What's going on with you?
you see fire. You see, I want you to understand as a brother, you know, 'cause I respect you and I love you as a brother, you know, cause I would like for you to live long so that we can get old and we 60s, 70s, 80s and talk about these things, brother.
Yeah, man.
You see the reason why I just talk about black people, brother. Big man, there's no way. Just think about it in the universe. Who else in the other cultures and race that you could see with this type of money doing this say over and over for years? Who? For real, brother? Who, brother? Who? Look how this man living. Look how this man living. This man living better than millions of black people on earth, brother. Millions. You know, it's millions of black people on earth. He living better than 80% of black people in the Caribbean and Africa. Must you only have 20% of people must be living better than he, that got more than he in terms of farms and got more respect and thing. But these men got millions of dollars that these men could start companies, big man. For the same black brethren around them, and look the type of life these guys live in. And you really mean for tell me that they got black people out there that gonna got a problem with what I saying? You mean for to really tell me that you are so stupid as a black person that you really can't understand what he's saying? You really don't have a cell phone or a TV, or you really don't go up on the street for see how black people living? It ain't come home to your door yet for you understand? Because Bob Marley says we gotta feel it for know it, you know. You gotta feel it for know it, and a lot of black people gotta feel it for know it. And that's why you see Guyanese black people, they need more sufferation, brother. They need more sufferation. Because it's sufferation is what make we rebel in slavery, you know. And it seems like we gotta get to that pressure point. Because that's what make Ouagadougou wake up, you know. Imagine Ouagadougou was going through 4 decades of genocide. Every year or every couple of years, hundreds of black people getting murdered down in the Sahel. Murder out, you know. Nothing for do like the Caribbean, you know. And now look, Abraham Traore gap, and look what happened. 4 or 5 countries joining right away in the Sahel. And America or France or nobody can go down in there. Huh? You mean to tell me that we know that in the Western world that have more education, more opportunity than these brothers and sisters in Africa, that we got voice. We be doing? We be really doing, brother?
What we doing?
And I could got respect for my black brothers. Understand me? Big man, at any time I'm ready for call black people what you feel like calling them and tell them what I feel like telling them. And the more ignorant they is, all I can do is put myself in a position for when your ignorance jump out, I can put it back in. You know what I want? But once I know, understand me, you're more ignorant than me or you can't do me nothing, I can tell you as it is. And the most you could do is how you feel as you business. But when you open your brain, you can see what he's telling you is reality though.
Bang.
Run it.
Yes, I.
Here just be
slam, then I got you drop. Bitch, you can't keep up, no ways. I got a faster car. I'm making no acting. Run up if you want, I'm jacking. Fully automatic, cars, bras, and high fashion. Getting money, that's my passion. Bitch, I'm flashing. I don't got rhythm, but my diamonds stay dancing. Every time I up a fucking bankroll, it be a new one. You ain't gon' never catch me with the same nigga. This a new one. Name a bitch fucking with me. Ow, thought you knew one. Yo, lace lifting, bitch, I hate your wig. Come get a new one. You can't find this out nowhere. My agent plus.
Locked down in the penitentiary, niggas still couldn't outdo me. If the ocean was a movie, booby trap hole show me Gucci. Use the cut cocaine with no dose, make you swear to God. Don't kid. Anything go to 10, just a win, bitch. After young, this bitch, me and goes and off in the Maybach bin. I was all walking trick. Shiesty chain, 3 bricks of fit. Came home, still broke. $16,000 outfit. Bulletproof mastery kids, I'm still missing. Go too far, ain't never going, ain't never win.
It's all them good fun, no. That's a set of hype and show off and no humbleness.
In jail paying all my members' bonds. Who keep it real is me. You blew the LCI, went to the pen. You might ran across me. Your paperwork clean, you ain't know anything. You walking yards like me. Keep all them fuck niggas out your gang room. If you knock a police, you plugged in with the scripts and sheets. Penitentiary rich like me. In my Ferrari, trying to pack 3 bitches in the streets.
This ain't the only thing he bought. Check it out. House on wheels. Big house on wheels. Doing it big. Show them that 1 of 25 sitting right there. Yeah.
Big house on wheels, boy.
You see all that? Gone. That's over with.
And then you start to, I guess you don't have enough time. You didn't have enough time in jail the first time to think about how and what not to do the second time around.
He threw that in the trash.
Yeah, you know, he threw it in the trash.
Because of that street mentality.
Yeah, the street. Everything is street.
It's something.
Fuck the streets.
That I always talk about on my channel. Look, when you leave the streets, you got to leave that street mentality behind you too. Pooh Shiesty did not have to pull a gun or have his homeboys and his father and all them pull guns on Gucci Mane to get up out of that contract. He's a multi-millionaire. You're doing business. You do things the tax-paying citizen civilian way.
Aye.
Go hire a lawyer.
Aye.
And say, hey man, a contract lawyer, not
Right.
any lawyer,
Right.
a contract
Simple.
lawyer, a music
Goddy bread
contract lawyer, and say, hey man, look, I want out of this. I don't like how this is going. We need to change some things or figure something out because I don't like it. That is the proper way of doing things.
Yeah, man.
But his hood mentality, his street mentality, his best thinking after just getting out of the
best thinking is the dumbest fucking thing he ever do.
Feds told
in this case.
Told him,
yeah, cuz.
Hey, look, man, y'all suit up and boot up. We finna make him get me up out of this
It's a disrespect. At the end of the day, it was never nothing about business. He got a vendetta, me know if, remember for persons who don't know also, Gucci Mane suffer with a mental problem. That's why his wife Keisha Tukur is literally when he go into them mental state, she's the one who is do all the business and see phone monitor everything. So Gucci, I don't know if he still got it, but I heard that he got a mental problem whereby he's just like how we was doing the live last night with or night before the last with the Banner girl shooting his foot from the police that I forget his name, yes, call it. He's trip out and come back in. So I don't know if when he did trip out, he must see this, this the youth man and tell you something bad because this is what I thinking about it because so far is not contract. This thing is more than he wanted to disrespect because for them man taking he watch and them thing and chain and them thing and going and post it on social media for make people know that we just rob Gucci. It's a disrespect them the one disrespect the man.
You mean it bipolar? That you mean? Just
Yeah.
call it bipolar where you set tell people things and you just forget what you say. And you still treat them nice.
No, it's not bipolar. It's a next thing, but it's a mental. A banner call the name to their bad name, a fucking bad name. But he's just trip out and go in and hold the lemon cuss out, views out, just like other banners trip. That is the banner went with name. We went showing for the life we get shooting and shit.
All that's bipolar disorder too. There are
Alright.
people that trip out soon as they either drink or soon as they're stressed out or something just got triggered them off and just so them start rowing with all kinds of things that ain't make no sense at all and bringing up things from the past and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's just a name that the man the car, but yeah, this we suffer with, so I don't know. But like I saying, there's not no contract, but there's a disrespect. He wanted to disrespect by doing the man though. Because just like the big man said, you could do it the legal way. And this is the best way, getting a lawyer and fight it because he's a multi-millionaire. You got money.
Multi-millionaire. Now I tell you that this man are living better than 80% of the people in the Caribbean and Africa. It's only 20% of black people must be living better than them men. And look what them men doing with their life. Them men ain't doing nothing for left a legacy. You know how much things that he could have do for the black culture would have left a bigger legacy than he music?
5
Than
months.
his music.
He just come out of jail. 5 months. Because he did 3 years in jail and he just come out too.
And every time he come out, Gucci Day, and he come out and he broke, like enough men that P. Diddy rob and enough other men rob up, he come out and he's still a multi-millionaire.
I telling you, right.
Still balling. Far better than 90% of the rappers then. Because only 10% of rappers living like that.
Yeah, man.
Huh? And this man ungrateful boy. Them man deserve life in prison and if they for close that prison, so be it be straight out of any black people on the face of this earth that living like that deserve to close their eyes or go and sit down in a cell, brother.
Yes.
Straight.
I don't like that, bro. I don't
Straight.
like anything, buddy. Let me handle it out as big man. Let me handle it out as men, women, or whoever you're doing it. But let me handle it like that. Not nigga, you want to kill me, you want to tear me down, you want to shame me. God, this what I see you want to do to the man, buddy.
You remember when I say that when it comes to parenting children, you got to start treating children because of social media and because of the millennium. You have to start treating children like people, talk to them like people. Understand me? But I don't break it down. It's you of yourself have to know your child and know how to speak to your child. Just like how I tell you, look, you see lyric there, how lyric moving, how she watching you, she talking, she thinking. Lyric is 3, but treat lyric like she's 6. You can get better results. When she meets 6, treat you like she's 12. Always treat she double she age. And this is what fail for it. A man come on your channel now and say you can't treat children like big people. It's levels to this. Every age you got this and that. It ain't making no sense because look at black people now. When we get up now, we get big, we get money, and we get thing. Why we don't get up to the next level? Why we just turn back and do the same thing? That has been happening over and over and over. Every single thing that happening right now in the Caribbean or America, brother, it ain't new. Everything that happening with this rapper, it ain't nothing new. It's nothing new. So when people telling me that you cannot treat your situation bigger than the level you're at, what are you really trying to say? So you mean to tell me that in order for I feel like a millionaire, I gotta be a millionaire? You mean to tell me I can't live like a millionaire, live clean, live productive, and do what I gotta do? You understand what I'm trying to say for you?
Telling you, brother.
So some people understand what saying that you feel that you got it all. But to you, you have it all because you're more comfortable than enough people. And you look and you thinking and studying about making it better. A lot of people don't have it, but them is studying and thinking and making it better. And it falls right back to the people now in the hospital. They got a job, but they're complaining, but the government ain't paying them. But when the same patients come in, look how they're treating them like dog. So make these things make sense. And we could keep saying A, B, C, D in the alphabet when it comes to we can reach right back to the same thing. Look how black people treating black people, whether they're broke or whether they're rich. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah.
Real thing.
Yeah, man.
Look.
Run it. You jump back into the video.
Contract. We finna force him with a gun to sign me out of the contract because that's how we do it in the streets. I'm talking about this got to be the dumbest. And then the father. Come on, man. Like, look, you the father. You supposed to be like, son, wait a minute, hold on. We ain't gonna demonstrate that. No, I hear you. I know you mad and stuff like that. We ain't gonna do that, son. Because you just got out the feds, you doing something criminal that's gonna have you back in the penitentiary. You got a GPS around your ankle. You got these gangsters over here. They willing to kill. No, we ain't gonna do it that way. We gonna do it another way instead of this way right here. We gonna get to what we want to do, but this is not the way. A father. Those are the things that you supposed to tell your son when your son about to jump off a cliff. But instead, you participated. You helping him jump off the cliff. You was his first co-defendant as he rapped about in his song. Now it's all gone because they looking at life in a penitentiary. And what made everything fed is because they went across state lines to commit a crime. Understand, y'all, whenever you go across state lines to commit a crime, the feds can get involved. And that's exactly what happened. You can't cross state lines. You can't plan a crime like, because they saying that the father, back to him, they saying that the father was the planner in the whole demonstration. The father was the one sitting down telling everybody, okay, look, this is what we gonna do, this how we gonna do it, this what we gonna do, this. His father was. How do they know that? I don't know. But the federal government is saying that Pooh Shiesty's father planned everything. Dumb demonstration. Now everything is gone. Everything. Because they looking at life in the penitentiary. Everything is gone. The career Pooh Shiesty once had is dead now. Because ain't no other rap label, even if he beat this, ain't nobody finna deal with him after, doing this right here. No, it's over with. All those millions, all that money, just thrown away. Thrown away. And the father played a big role in everything. Come on now. You see, some of us classic men still think that we young. Still think that we can do stuff how we used to do back in the 80s and the 90s. Times have changed. The stuff you used to do back in those days, you can't do that type of stuff now. You might as well go say, hey, look, put them on me right now, man. I'm ready to go. Come on, because I'm finna go take care of this, so y'all might as well arrest me right now. Before I depart, allow me to say this right here.
You say, man. Yeah, man. You bigger know we that's saying straight. Dumbest. Triple dumb, quattro fucking dumb. Cinco and all them thing. And all them thing, boy. I telling you, no joke. Real talk.
Memphis rappers have been arrested in connection to a robbery.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never like your bitch. I tried to get you.
Produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release at gunpoint.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. Only thing I believe in is don't tell the police.
Gucci Mane's former artist, Pooh Shiesty, just got caught by the feds, got his family house raided by federal authorities, and the evidence that police found on Pooh Shiesty could ruin his whole life. For some reason, these rappers get out of jail and immediately go back to doing crimes. But he messed up so badly that this time, the feds are involved. The streets are saying that boy Pooh Shiesty might be cooked. It ain't no way out of this
About an FBI search party at a home associated with Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty.
Now take a look. This was the scene earlier this morning outside of a Cordova home belonging to Lontrell D. Williams, otherwise known as Pooh Shiesty's birth name.
They are telling us it was well before, several hours before sunup when they first heard a boom. Neighbors are telling us this is Williams Sr., the father, of course, of Lontrell Williams Jr., who is better known as Pooh Shiesty.
It's being reported that Pooh Shiesty's father was arrested in a federal raid, and Yo Gotti affiliate Hernandez Govan, who was tied to the Dolph murder trial, just confirmed that Pooh Shiesty may have also been arrested before the raid.
Pooh Shiesty came home, y'all, and made the first day out, they sent him right back to jail.
And everybody involved is about to be hit with some serious federal charges.
Of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre is joining us live out there. We understand that people were awakened by flashbangs earlier this morning.
Yeah, and they heard the FBI and TBI screaming, basically going into the house saying that this is the FBI, and you can see right behind me those FBI agents still on the scene.
Did you hear that they took off Gucci Mane's wedding band? I thought
all that. Shout out to Gucci, Team Gucci. Shout out Keisha K.O. for keeping Gucci level-headed. Listen, if you go rob a nigga that got off-duty police as his security and civilians with it, that's on your dumb, stupid ass.
Of course, we are working our sources.
All these federal arrests are allegedly connected to the beef between Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, and Gucci Mane. Y'all remember when Big Scar died? Big Scar's family, who was Pooh Shiesty's cousins, got upset with Gucci Mane for taking his 1017 chains back when Scar died. And according to the family, only sent $10,000 for the funeral.
But they ain't seen no 20K, baby. They only gave us 10K. All this drama is because Gucci asked for these chains back, and he ain't getting these chains back. He not
Yeah, we're going on. Okay.
getting them chains back.
Y'all know once Pooh Shiesty got out of jail, rumor has it he ain't want to be signed to Gucci Mane no more.
Real shit, I gotta keep it so 100. I ain't never liked you, cuz. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never like your bitch ass. I try to get your pants with what?
And the streets are saying that Yo Gotti allegedly offered Pooh Shiesty a multi-million-dollar record deal to leave Gucci Mane and sign with CMG.
Hey, Gucci Mane, LaFleur, you went and signed 100 niggas from Memphis, Tennessee to try to antagonize Gotti all because he fucked your wife. Then you dropped them little niggas and killed Pooh and not Gotti and took Pooh Shiesty from you. How it feel to have a Memphis nigga, man, take your wife and your #1 artist? You gotta tighten up, Gucci.
And at that time, it allegedly looked like Pooh Shiesty might have switched sides on Gucci.
Reclaim your spot. God done gave us a second chance. I'm talking about a whole second chance. Type of influence I got where I'm from, got Yo Gotti told to Drake.
Well, the streets is talking, and they saying that it's footage of Gucci Mane actually getting robbed on camera, allegedly by Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, with AK-47s.
What's going on with me? Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit. Only thing I believe in is don't tell the police. Soft ass nigga. It's the only thing I believe in. I'ma smoke you.
And they saying the feds had this footage for months before they raided his daddy house. And the biggest mistake Pooh Shiesty might have made.
That on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting, purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. Once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint.
Money make you do crazy. Gucci Mane
that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims.
If it comes out that the feds got video footage of Gucci Mane getting robbed on camera, if that footage ever hit the internet, the streets is gonna go crazy. They say money make you do crazy things. And if it comes out that Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 robbed Gucci Mane on camera after just getting out of jail serving all those years just to get out and rob your CEO and catch federal charges, this might prove to be one of the dumbest mistakes the streets ever seen.
Gucci walk in the damn studio, bro. To Draco's.
Y'all be like, Black, why you don't work in the music industry no more? This Pooh Shiesty and Gucci shit is the exact reason. It's the perfect example. The music industry stupid as hell. Y'all talking about some, not Gucci, man. How the hell Gucci let this happen? Not Gucci, man. Gucci. Y'all be on y'all meat for these fucking rappers thinking they some big gangster nigga. He bleed the same blood. You put an AK to a nigga neck, he gonna sign that paper.
Now I'm hearing Pooh Shiesty was offered $15 million to sign, but this is all rumors and speculation, and everything in this video is all allegedly. But these YNs out here are so hungry that they willing to risk it all for the love of money. And I'm hearing that Gucci Mane's stolen chains, wedding ring, and watch has already been sold. But that alleged robbery live on camera is exactly what might have led the feds to raid Pooh Shiesty's family home in Dallas.
Pooh Shiesty is proof that some niggas just want to stay in jail forever.
Pooh Shiesty, you gotta be one of the most stupidest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life, brother.
Now the reason why this is a federal case is because the alleged robbery and all the crimes that happened, it took place between state lines. And whenever you do crimes across multiple states, that's when the crime gets elevated to a federal jurisdiction. Let's be real, it ain't looking good for Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, or none of them. And it's sad that Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane's relationship had to end in such a treacherous way.
Bitch, you try me and get whacked, I promise this is not the way.
But the old folks used to say, never bite the hand that feeds you. And we might be seeing exactly how that backfired. And I'm sure Pooh Shiesty's gonna fight the case, and as always, it's innocent until proven guilty. But tell me,
no, but I just get an idea with what's going on. This thing is more than a contract scene. Somebody did dead, somebody get killed, and Gucci was to pay for everything what was supposed to be a 20 grand something, and Gucci only give them 10 grand.
So I remember all of that here too. But you see that here too, that thing is family thing instead of family in it. Because family is what he said, you know, because here the man says the father is who plan a lot of these things. And it's the same thing with when the other rapper die now. You see the sister come on there or the cousin saying, well, oh, Gucci man ain't getting back these chains.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as he dead, the family them empty out the pocket, take off the chain, everything. The family care about the dead body. They just care about the get the things he gotta get. And these with the black people can't understand. The people them around you, it's two things. It's either you become a boss and build them, or they're gonna pull you down when you trying to impress them. Because look at the Maybach that he went to buy, a house on wheels. There's nobody in this entire world that he impressed him with a black man. White people understand me that live in middle class and up cares nothing about that. The only body he cares about that is a crackhead white man. I said, damn, nigga, you're rolling heavy, man. But white people with class cares nothing about seeing a nigga in a Maybach, nor a Chinese man. Because they know that's just another nigga. And there's a possibility he's not going to drive there for the rest of his life. But most of we just buy these luxury cars. For how long is last, sir? You know how much black people they know that driving Mercedes Benz and BMW, driving Toyota today? Driving Toyota today? If you're a black person and you buy a Benz, you're supposed to drive Benz for the rest of your life. You stupid self. Because that's what white people is do. When they buy Benz, they drive Benz for the rest of their life. How you want mixed up in affairs that you can't, well, run it.
I'm telling you. Alright, hold on there. Yeah, man, like up the live, guys. You guys do know we're doing it already. Like up the live, we got a few more minutes. We're going up to 12 o'clock, and then I'm out of here. Okay, guys? I got two more things I want to run before. Alright. Yes, my love.
How you get out for robbery and then you rob a dude while you in the halfway house? Nobody ever thought you was.
You want to say how you come out, you get locked up for robbery. Come out for robbery. You get locked up for robbery. Come out of jail and go and rob a nigga for get locked up again for robbery. That's going.
Was lying in your raps. We could look at your record and see, oh yeah, he be robbing niggas. But instead, you was like, nah, fuck all that. I'm gonna do it again. What? That is for sinners. That is crash out of the year material. Because supposedly how this went down is Gucci Man pull up to the studio. He moving, grooving, vibing, slide. Think he about to lay down some tracks. He walk in. Boom. Two AK-47s. Big 30. Pooh Shiesty. Marvin Air, you guys did death. Nigga. Red Bull, nowhere in sight. I need out my contract. Not why strictly for vibes. Fuck all that. Sign this piece of paper. And immediately, it's just like, that was the best plot that y'all could come up with. Like, there's cameras, there's people around. You didn't think nobody was gonna say anything? You're gonna go right back to prison. It's like, I can already see first day out video footage. Like, oh, so you said you can't outsnake a snake. And you said you extra aggressive right around the way where they slide Martin Luther King.
Let dirt verse go to your head, ain't nobody slime as me. I'm the one from around the corner where they snake Martin Luther King extra aggressive out in traffic cause Hank ain't in the back seat.
Actually give you a lawyer an impossible task. I thought be like, I mean, Jesus Christ, like, you could have somebody else do it? Or you had to go do that yourself. You could have said, like, no niggas you know, you and Big 30 on camera in the studio decided the best future for y'all was the whole Gucci Man with AK-47s right in his face and make him sign a paper, and you didn't think nobody was gonna find out. You gotta think like a hater, like, okay, you have a couple albums left with this nigga, make a whole album called Fuck Gucci, and you can just make hate song, and I guarantee you that's not in fine writing what you can and cannot rap about, and then what? Fuck him. What are you gonna do about that? You understand? But that's playing chess, not checkers. You not even playing Connect 4, my nigga. You just thinking crash out.
You might say you ain't even playing Connect 4. At this point, you just playing Crash Out.
Bro, it is 2026. You are famous, my nigga. I just don't understand. I swear.
Sure, Pete.
God, like, as soon as somebody would brought up the idea, man, fuck no, what? Does everybody want to go back to prison? You want to go back to prison? You just got out. We got damn near a hit record. And you want to, for what? This is case closed material. I know people, man, somebody snitched. Yeah, probably. That's what happens when you rob somebody in the middle of a studio with cameras all around. Somebody usually get the motherfucking talking. I don't understand. Who the fuck gonna be surprised by that? What I am surprised about is that nobody thought, like, I don't know, just like a week in advance. So like, damn, what happens after that? He just gonna follow along. Gucci's just gonna be like, well, man, you're out that contract. Of course, I mean, yeah, they put an AK-47, of course. Yeah. I had to let him go. Nigga, this is real life. This is the definition.
This is why there's a fucking ass.
Of a dummy mission. Like, what?
You might say, when them really think Gucci was to do, just love it. Yeah, they might put a AK-47 to me head, but I just, nobody do, man. The good. This is not how it is anymore.
What would success even look like? They really thought they was gonna be able to rob this nigga, make him sign some papers, and it was just gonna be over there. Everybody's just gonna move the fuck on.
Yeah, everybody gonna just move on. You know what I mean? This is the whole thing. Whoever planned, just know, whoever planned though, I don't know who's the planner or who's the mastermind or whatever, but that all of them fucking stupid, buddy. Because real thing with this man is saying, all of them stupid. When it comes down to the records, when it comes down to the money, we got. When it comes down to the 10 days more to go, just 2 weeks before he be absolutely free, ankle off, he foot everything. You know what I mean? You gonna come out and make a dumb fucking decision like that. Like, I like these things though. You know why? It's making I don't fucking go down the road. You better believe it.
And these things been teaching me fire from since I got sense. Since I was 10 or 9, since I got sense. Understand? My inner man is understand me is who give me a decision whether I want to put myself in a position I got problem with the police or not. My inner man understand me when enough people violate me is who talk to me if I really want to go jail or not. Because I could do people things. Understand? Even when I was with women and the violate, I could have become an abuser just like other men. Why it didn't happen? So that's what I'm saying. Everything that a man do, we could have do too. But you know what make me different? Common sense. Common sense. Knowing right from wrong. Knowing that there's consequences. knowing that you got to answer to your actions. You mean for tell me nobody else should know these things? Well, let them make it and go on because these are the people that holding me back in life. Because what about every table now, the swing now, and this man, he kill Gucci now.
That's why they're studying this too, indeed.
So where people they rather know that Gucci the dead and he free or he go jail, all two of them still alive. And this here let we learn. This is a lesson for we learn. Because if Gucci the dead, it won't be no lesson for learn. Whether he go to jail or whether they didn't find he as yet. But they would have find he. Because black people is the only body fail to realize that we live in an AI world. We the only people fail to realize that, you know. We the only people fail to realize that the only place got camera is government buildings. Nobody housing a camera. No business place ain't got no camera. They ain't got no camera on cars. They ain't got no camera on bicycle. They ain't got no camera on people glasses. They ain't got no camera phone. We the only body believes that. So we continue doing the same thing that we've been doing for decades and expect the same results. As Rick Ross say, this is new times, brother. Understand me? They got a system. You can't be bullying nobody out of no contract, brother. You gotta sit down and deal with things like you got money, like you is somebody. But the only body fail to realize that is it still Wild West? Is black people?
I telling you, boy.
Nobody else.
None.
No, nobody else. Because it ain't making no sense. Because if he kill Gucci now, that's another black man there that even if he is a bad man, at least he's still doing more than a lot of black people in doing for black people. Because I watch things with Gucci Man and the wife already, donations and things that are giving away and things they're doing that not for the millions of other people in doing. So regardless whether you do whatever you do in the past, what you're doing now is what count. And up to now, I ain't hearing that Gucci Man was a man like P Daddy, like P Diddy, Puff Daddy. I ain't hearing that Gucci Man that he wanted to do this and do that and tricking everybody and robbing and this. All you hear and understand me is that contract signed, and then when people make some blood because they're on the man label, all of a sudden they feel bad because they're from Memphis. They got a little group, they got a gang, they got guns. That's all you're hearing. But you ain't hearing that he signed them for this money and he don't want to pay them the money. That's why little Rick Ross come and say, brother, you gotta know this business. If you sign a contract, understand me, for 4 on the table, you show the people you buy to put 10 on the table and make them call back the contract.
Real thing.
That's what you do. You sign a contract for 4, show them how bad it is. Put 10 on the table and make them bring back the contract to the table. But you can't put 4 on the table and telling people what contract got right over. Who was right over what contract for what? But if you could put something on the table now that they ain't got no choice of bargain now, and this is it, and this is the same thing with cartel too, you know. People keep talking about cartel, especially the Jamaicans them. But at the end of the day, you know what cartel doing that he did in the past? You see all the music that cartel released in the past, since me and you the more young. You see all the music big and bad now. People don't understand all the music that Carter releasing now. You see the younger generation are raising up. The next 10 years, all that music will be bad.
I telling you.
All these idiots understand me that running behind Cartel and then sitting down and writing music as bad as they say it is. The one music that they're releasing and gone. Because all the rest of people that released music back in 13 years, 15 years ago with Cartel, how much of that music standing with Cartel music up to now? But still, black people got the time for stand up and talk about cartel after the man don't pay dues. I tell you, the best thing ever happened to cartel is go to jail, you know. Cartel might free. You see the 13 years there? Cartel pay his dues to God and mankind. That's why man say come out and preach God and he care about nobody. Cause the man know we worth. Out of every black man ever upon this earth, cartel got alcohol that's selling like if it's white man alcohol. Anytime it land in foreign or Europe, it'll sell out right away. right away. The only place you could go and find a Vibes Cartel rum is in the Caribbean point shelf. You can't find none so easy in New York, in America or Canada or Europe, buddy. I'm telling you because I look for it. Enough other people is look for it, and every time I get bringing, people is asking me, "Wait, what you don't get to bring in? What you don't get?" Say it's a demand.
Street
I know
vibes.
I'm talking.
Mm.
And who else got that? Who else? And that's what Cartel living the life of, you know. Cartel ain't even touching the music money. For the first time, this company that Cartel signed with now, the LBT company, I can't remember the company, man, but it's stores company. Brother, the people in 1 year, the people give a record for $1 billion, $1 billion in interest ever since the signed Vibes Cartel, brother. And people still got it. Jamaicans still arguing about Cartel for them try and try and follow the man be. So it's not really about Cartel. I'm trying to say, I'm just trying to
Yeah,
pick out
I don't.
people
Yeah.
that doing things and the only body trying for paint them is black people. That's the only body. Because who you feel like this he do we do? Black people, he father and his friends and everybody wrong. You know, white man tell you, listen, man, go stick up Gucci, man. You know, Indian man or Chinese man, is black people influence he as a multi-millionaire for do what he doing. So as much as you showing this here, the whole essence about this is black people. This is what we doing to we. So how could we expect better from people? Be make it make sense. You would allow the white man for rob you that own the label, but you got black man trying to start a label and treating you good, and you want stick you up, you want rob you. Make these things make sense, but still they got other people can complain about the white man own the label. But when we trying to do it with we killing it.
You're right, my brother. You're right.
Make it make sense. You talking about the white man got own the Gucci and the Louis, but when a black man bring out a label, he close label, you talking about he close his shit. Only black people saying so. Make these things make sense.
Banging. Yeah, man. You
Run
know,
it.
lifestyle, you don't know the thing already.
Blessings to you, brother. Here,
One love. We can link tomorrow.
all the time, brother. More life.
All the time. Big up everybody that definitely check in, man. We're going to definitely come back tomorrow, get some vibe. It was a pleasure being here with you guys. I gave y'all 2 hours 47 minutes, actually 3 hours. So you don't know again, I take a 5, because you don't know I got some movements to make in, man. Thanks to Shelly and everybody else that definitely tune in tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Peace and love. Big up to my brother lifestyle. Thank you. You know, we didn't get all aboard any rest, but yeah, man, the topic, sweet topic, nice. We out. Until next time.